All right, Night Mood Owls, NiteMoodzHDQ. It's Michael here in the lab. Total blunder tonight, total blunder. I wanted to make sure I addressed the blunder because we just got off the show and I'm just realizing that the hour show was awesome, but the second half of the show, no one could hear because when we come back from the airplay, I forgot to hit unmute on the board. Now behind this screen over here, I'm on our Facebook family and our YouTube channel, so I want to say hello to all our Night Moods, our listeners who missed out on the second half of the show. Maybe I'll play a little catch up to let you know what's going to happen and how it's going to work for tomorrow's New Year's Eve show. 10:30, I will be on our radio channel, and you'll be able to call in at 563-999-3685. Now, my blunder, I apologize for those of you who are listening and couldn't hear anything I was saying. I thought you could hear me, but I didn't unmute when we came back. I muted, came off, and I had a cough, so I had to mute when I was coughing because you don't want to cough on air. And forgot to unmute when we came back for the second half of the show. So that's my mistake. Tomorrow night is New Year's Eve, a special edition of Night Moods here inside the lab. We'll be live at 10:30. And tomorrow's show is going to be, gosh, I had it right here. It is going to be, who do you need to forgive? Now, during the show, you can send an email, and we're going to do some shout-outs tomorrow. If you want to ask for forgiveness on the radio show, you can do it during the show at 10:30. You can email NiteMoodzHDQ@gmail.com, or you can call in at 563-999-3685, and you can give a live shout-out for who you need. You're asking for forgiveness before midnight. So it's a 10:30 show, 11:30 on the East Coast. So our show runs an hour, and we'll finish the show at 11:30. If you're calling and you're living on the East Coast of the United States and you want to call within the first part of the 30 minutes of the hour show, so you can call or email. If you email and you say, hey Michael, could you please give this shout out, and I'll give a shout out live on the radio. So if we spend 60 minutes of the New Year's Eve show with shout outs of I need forgiveness, you need forgiveness, then that's what we're going to do. It's going to be a special show, and we're going to usher in the New Year's. If you want to be here with me on Night Moods, if you have nothing else to do, especially our YouTube channel, remember to subscribe and follow and share. But tomorrow is a special show. We'll be live and might have a special guest with me here in studio inside the lab. And on this side, there is our first wall. So there'll be some changes to the show here. And if I can show you guys here the wall. Let me give you a sneak peek. Behind there is the wall of the studio here in the lab. But please forgive me, and forgive me for real, because I did not unmute the second half of the radio show. Just crazy. So our iTunes family, I want to apologize to you because you weren't able to hear the show, and we just started with iTunes this week. But tomorrow night you can join me for a special New Year's Eve show. We will be live at our 10:30 hour, a 60-minute show, and it is going to be for those who want to ask for forgiveness, shout out. You can do it by email at NiteMoodzHDQ@gmail.com, or you can call in the studio lines at 563-999-3685, or on our Facebook page or our Instagram, our Twitter, if you want to shout out who you want to ask for forgiveness, and I will shout it out during the show. So I want to apologize that you missed the second half of an awesome show. I mean, it was awesome, but you didn't hear anything that I had to say. So I apologize. You know, sometimes you make these big blunders and you kind of eat some crow with it. So the mixer board was saying unmute me, but I was on a different screen because I was answering. One of our listeners was giving me a thumbs up on the first half because he went through the secret place with us. So yeah, I see Chris is with us. Man, I tell you, total blunder. But you're going to listen to the show on Spotify and iTunes. You're going to miss out on the second half. So I apologize. Just giving you an update on what you missed out on. We went through understanding of the bridge with the Holy Spirit, John 15, his function, his purposes, his responsibilities to you and me alike, and his responsibilities to the world as to persuade and convict them to believe unto Jesus Christ, and how important the power of the Holy Spirit is for you to journey on into your pathway as a follower of the way. And Night Moods is here to help facilitate you getting to the bridge. And yeah, don't forget to unmute. It's important. Yeah, I realize that. See, I'm realizing. So the show, you missed out. I thought it was an awesome show. It sounded good. I was in the rhythm, but you guys couldn't hear me for nothing. So tomorrow night, we're live. Make a long story short, share, subscribe to our different channels, especially our YouTube. We're needing to build that up. If this is listener supported, you are driving the show. You can be with me tonight for what you need. Who do you need to ask for forgiveness? If you want to do a live shout out, you can call in tomorrow during the show. It will be unmuted. The second half, just like the first half, was unmuted, but I came back from our radio at the top of the hour and was coughing, and I hit mute, and so forgot to unmute it. It happens. It happens in your home studio. So you kind of learn. But join me tomorrow night for the live show again. Who do you need to ask for forgiveness? Or who do you need to forgive? You can make a shout out. If you want me to shout out, you send the message, email, and I'll call your name. Let me know what region you're from and who you're asking for forgiveness, and we'll make that happen if you send an email over to NiteMoodzHDQ@gmail.com. If you go to our channel, our YouTube channel, and if you comment right here and let me know you are needing to ask for forgiveness from such and such, I would make a shout out on live radio, or you can go to our Facebook page or our Instagram page, make a comment tomorrow with me, and we will do a live shout out, and that includes our Twitter page, and we'll be live too. So YouTube, if you want to follow me on YouTube, you'll be able to watch the show live. You can comment during the live, and hopefully I will remember to focus here to make sure we do the live shout out. So live shout outs tomorrow night for our New Year's Eve special. I'll be here tomorrow night at 10:30 here inside the lab as it's going under construction. I cannot wait for what it's going to look like at the end. Maybe January, maybe February. We'll see what happens, but we have some more equipment to pick up. Got some more equipment tonight, but the walls are going to go up. Roof is going to go up. We're going to do some soundproofing so that the show is running on all cylinders, hopefully by February. So glad you're with me. Glad you can able to hear me. And I'm sorry for not unmuting the radio show. My bad. Lesson learned. Watch the board. Pay attention. Get off the other screens. But I was literally coughing, muted it. And one of the listeners that was out of the secret place was giving me a thumbs up for the comment I made. But you missed it because I muted myself. Shame, shame, shame. What do you do? Well, this is me, Michael, your host, the CMO here at Night Moods. Look forward to talking to you guys tomorrow during New Year's Eve show at 10:30, right here on Spotify, right here on iTunes, inside the lab, Night Moods HDQ. Good night for now. I'll talk to you guys later.